It's time for a Talking Habs subscriber and membership drive. Come on in and chat with us about our favorite team, the Montreal Canadiens, and the National Hockey League. Let's talk Habs. Let's talk hockey. Videos, live streams, panel discussions, hockey poetry, Habs songs, and more at Talking Habs for your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge, as it said in the intro. So we've got subscriber drive. If you have not taken a subscription yet, please do that. There's only one person here. So it's not much happening. So we're here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Floor is open to the chat room, and whatever you guys want to talk about, we will talk about. Let's see who's here so far. We got Habs Guru. Hey Guru, how you doing? And Bye, hey guys. So I know there's a game on right now. Canada versus who is it? Latvia. Anyways, it's 4-1 last I saw for Canada. We can talk about that. I'm not watching the game. I can't get it, so that won't help for me. Whatever else you want to talk about. There's some rumors out there. It's quiet. We're all waiting for Kirby Dach, the announcement to be made that Kirby Dach signed a contract. I know we're waiting on that. And anything else that happens to come up. I saw out there, hey Stan the man, how you doing? I saw out there today Max Pacioretty out 6 months with an Achilles tendon tear. So Carolina probably looking for a winger. Mike Hoffman's available. So maybe something will happen with that. Bye says, I heard one of the teams had 2 Russians on their team, and one was the captain, and they were told to remove the 2 players or the team is out of the tournament. I did not hear this. They're not letting any Russian players in. I guess they're not letting Russia in. I don't know exactly. I do know that there's not a lot of people at the games because people are kind of boycotting Hockey Canada. Vegas had to know he was injured. Well, don't forget also, it was for future considerations. It's not like they gave up something to get, like they gave up nothing. They got Pacioretty. He's still under contract. They just got to wait him out 6 months. They must have known, and it didn't matter because of the future considerations. So I think that's, like I said, if they gave up somebody for him or money or whatever, there would be a big stink, but there's not because, at least not yet anyway, because of the future consideration stuff. Ray, you can go outside the room, eh? Door's open. My dog's sitting at the open door. I don't know. She wants to go out, won't go. Dogs. Still not proper protocol. Well, we don't know. They might have known about it. I mean, if they knew about it and they still made the deal, then there's nothing wrong with the protocol, in my opinion. So I'm waiting on Matt, supposed to show up. That's why he was on the thumbnail. He is supposed to be here. We'll see if that happens. I spoke to him earlier. He said he was going to be here. I've got nothing prepared. I was out all day. And to prepare, there's not, there's no news really of any substance, of any value anyway. I did notice, what team is it? Is it Chicago? No, it's not Chicago. Anyways, one of the teams out there, they revamped their coaching staff. One of the coaches is Sylvain Lefebvre. I can't remember the damn team. Yeah, that probably won't go very well. It's a better story if I remember the team. Hey, Cam, how you doing? Where's your buddy? That's a very Canadian-looking room. You think? Yeah, and I'm a Leafs fan, so you're not. Definitely not a Leafs fan. By any means. Boston signed Zaka, Krejci, and Bergeron. That's right. They did. Hey, Rob and Dario. Haven't seen you in a dog's age. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I've got no complaints today. Besides, who's listening? Cameron, tell us all how, because I know you're a Bruins fan. What do you think your team's chances are to make the playoffs this year? Matt could be sleeping, I guess, but he's told me earlier he's going to be here, so we will see. Team got deeper. They're deep, man. They're just really deep. But what are their chances at making the playoffs? I think that was my question. So ask a question, get an answer. That's what we got today. You guys have the floor. I have nothing. Literally, as you see, no videos out for the last 4 days. Yeah, I'm contemplating my direction over the next little while. That's why, to be very honest with you. Not that much is going to change or anything like that. It just I'm contemplating things. Cam thinks the Bruins are a playoff team, not a championship team. I agree with you that they're not a championship team. I disagree with you that they're a playoff team. I feel Boston will fall out. We'll see. They're going to be right on the edge, though, if they don't fall out. They'll be fighting for that wild card spot with Toronto. One or both of those teams, Boston and Toronto, are going to fall out. Will the Habs make the playoffs? No. I think for Montreal to make the playoffs, like some bad things have to happen to some teams ahead of them. Like some really bad things to a few teams. So, no, they're not making the playoffs. Renegade Man. Yeah, well, when they do get together, I do believe that should be a pretty good line. Slavkovsky, Caulfield, Suzuki. Actually, switch Caulfield and Suzuki. And yeah, Florida's falling out. That's the team. Florida hired Sylvain Lefebvre. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with their coaching staff at all. So you might be right there, Cameron. You might be right. Maybe that'll save Boston's ass or Toronto's ass or both by Florida, bouncing out. Boston will miss Marchand. Yeah, nobody will miss Mark. Who's going to miss Brad Marchand? Yeah, Boston fans will miss him. Hey, BL, how you doing? Everybody hold your breath until Matt gets... No, nobody hold your breath, Matt. Matt might not show up. He, as Cameron said earlier, could have fallen asleep. It's okay. It's not a big deal, but he did tell me he was going to be here. Nate's parade for the Cup is in Halifax, August 20th. Who won? I don't remember now who won the Cup. You mean McKinnon? That's it, Nathan McKinnon. Pretty awesome. Have fun with that. Hey, Scorchy, how you doing? PK in Toronto watching Serena's final tournament in Canada. Yeah, I just saw actually a little clip on Twitter just like minutes ago about that. It's interesting. We got the better Suzuki and the better Gooley. We also got the younger Tuck. There is another goalie. That's true. Yeah, I mean, for Suzuki, I think it's safe to say that Nick's better than Ryan. Or I think Ryan still has a ways to go yet, actually. So, yeah. We have more than enough talent to get. That's Boston. Cameron's talking about Boston. We have more than enough talent to get there once either Marchie or Chubby Charlie comes back. I think top 4 teams in Atlantic will be the same as last year minus Florida. Toronto's going to make it, then lose in Game 7 again. Toronto not making the playoffs. That's my bold prediction. Bold prediction. Or at best, they're fighting out for a wild card to get in. And it goes without saying that if they do get in, they're losing in the first round. Is this her final tournament? Yeah, well, listen, everything comes to an end eventually. Where do you think PK will end up? Wouldn't surprise me if PK doesn't sign right away. Let's put it this way. Season starts, he hasn't found a home. At some point, with injuries, some team reaches out for him. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's going to sign anywhere. So right now, anyway. But there's a lot of time still left. Canada can't stay out of the box against Latvia. Is that what's going on? I'm not watching the game. Oh, without a doubt, Cam, PK's taking a big pay cut. Sad news about, that was something I forgot to write down, but Borja Salming. Very sad news. I don't like Leafs. Borja Salming was a great hockey player, was a great Leaf. You got to respect a guy like Borja Salming. And just diagnosed with ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, which means it's not good. So, my thoughts have already gone out to Borja Salming. I can't physically say anything to him, but I'd like to tell him that he was a great player. Have a lot of respect for him as a Habs fan, even though he was a Leaf, and all the best. So it's it's pretty sad that. Too many teams against the cap. He would need to settle for less than $3 million. Rumor was out there. I think it's a stupid rumor that he wanted 7 years at $3.5 million. He's not getting that. I think he's got to settle for a good amount less than $3 million. And if he wants to make, potentially make more money, bonuses is the only way he could do that, I think. Matthews will be asking for 14 to 15 million. The pace he's going. I wonder how much McCarr and Fox will get once they get in UFA, maybe more than McDavid. Yeah, who knows at this point? Who knows? Once the cap starts to rise again, the GMs and the owners they'll get Matt's here. They'll get stupid again and start spending all the money anyway. So what's the difference? Hey, Matt, how you doing?
What's up?
Ed, you're low. Oh, why are you so low? All right. We find one that's for me. If Cavs says Matthews gets paid 14 to 15 million, he'll shave his head in transition. Yeah, but be honest. You're hoping for that because you've always wanted to do those things. Come on. Be honest now. Someone put that out there, 7 years, $3.5 million. I said he's not. There's no way. You probably get, 2-3 years at, I'm going to say somewhere around 2 million, a little less, maybe a little bit more, but that's the most.
Goddamn setup. There it is.
I'm getting dizzy.
I know. I don't know why my green screen's so fucked up. Part of my language.
Where was I? Unfortunately, more sad news. Ben Stelter also. Yeah, the kid that the Oilers were kind of mascot almost for the Oilers last year. He had cancer and he passed away today. So yeah, that's very sad news. I don't know how old he was, but he wasn't very. He was like.
I think he was
9,
only like 6.
6? Okay, it wasn't. I said more, but still, he was young. Yeah, I mean that's very sad.
Sorry. My green screen's all sorts of messed up. There we go.
No worries. The rumors about Kadri signing for 7. Yeah, I heard 7 times 7 with the Islanders, but it's not fait accompli.
Right.
Aaron Judge, okay, I don't really care about baseball right now, but yay for the Yankees. Is he still with the Yankees, Judge?
For this year. Then he's a free agent.
McKinnon wants to be the highest paid player in the NHL. Where'd you get that from? Did you hear that? I haven't heard that.
No, I mean, I haven't.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think he's more level-headed anyways than some other players. And why would he want that? Because then they won't be able to fill out a team around him. He sees that happen in other teams. Why would he want that? I don't think that's a legit rumor at RBL. Don't think Kadri will get the salary he wants. I wouldn't be surprised if Kadri gets $7 million, but for 1 year, kind of like Klingberg, who signed for 1 year, because teams don't want to commit right now until the cap starts to go up. That's what I think. Scorchy, your brother is Billy McInnes, if that helps. That's not for me, because that won't help me. Islanders reportedly offered 7.5. I saw 7x7. Aaron Judge is the definition of a bowling ball. Why would you say that? Why would Cam say that? What does that mean exactly?
I don't know.
He's got 3 holes in his head. I do. More than that. I doubt that he has, that he was mentioned by Sid, and I doubt that, as he was mentored, now read it right, Rick, by Sid, and knows he needs to leave some on the table for others. That's what exactly why I'm saying that. I can't see, I can't see that being the case, that he just wants to be the biggest, best paid player in the league. Doesn't make sense. Nobody's going to beat the Yankees. Who cares? That's the point I'm making. I imagine Matt cares, because he'd like to see the Red Sox beat the Yankees. That's for sure. But other than that, who cares? It's baseball. There's no crying in baseball. All right. Floor is open to the people in the chat room. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. Subscribe. It is a subscriber drive, so subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get to your. Can we stay away from like baseball? Baseball been very, very good to me. Let's stay away from baseball. This is like a hockey chat. I know I just said that we can talk about whatever anybody wants to talk about, and then I say, don't talk about that. J-Fed says, best team in New York is the Mets. How do we feel about Mr. Torts being back in coaching? I'm not surprised he's back. I don't know. Why shouldn't he be back? Can we talk about feelings? Feelings. Okay, but you got to play. Let me see. Can I get the Barry Manilow song going? Okay, what do you want to talk about? What feeling are you having? Are you trying to feel me? Is that what I'm feeling down there? J-Fed, another Subway series is quite possible. Maybe. I don't know. It's, again, baseball. Let's go down here. What's that?
The hell?
Yeah, scroll down on the brand side there. They got music, and you can put.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a new thing. Background music is called, but you can put sound effects. It just.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it just started recently, so yeah, I don't have any good sound effects. I was hoping magically something would have appeared there, but that doesn't happen. All right. To wonder if Deangelo will get along with Torts.
I can play your video clips now too.
Yeah, video clips you could always play.
I never know. I never scrolled down that far.
You see. Will Deangelo get along with Torts? I guess that's, I mean, I wouldn't like. Why would they have signed him? If did they trade for him or sign him? If they didn't think he would,
What's this?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a horn.
It's a horn.
You see if you can. You should see if you can throw the Habs goal horn on there.
I gotta find it. Yeah. Too bad Pacioretty. Too bad Pacioretty tore his Achilles 6 months out. Yeah,
I saw that.
Patch, but they gave up future considerations, which is nothing, and they must have known about it before. They must have known, but there's no comeback because what are you going to say? We want our future considerations back because they're still going to get Pacioretty in 6 months for nothing. They got him literally for nothing. They got to pay his $7 million, but still, that's the only thing. If they didn't know, I think they could say, look, we got to pay his salary for 6 months while he's injured. Maybe they can, get the first year retained or something because of I don't know, but they didn't give up nothing. The feeling of excitement for Tortorella to go storm into another team's locker room again. Yeah, maybe he's calmed down a little bit. Canada needs a National League team. Yeah, been there, done that. I can't see a city in Canada other than Montreal. Like, I don't know where else, maybe Vancouver. Where would you have the team?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But like where, Oh, it jumped, I guess. No, there it is. Deangelo Tortorella in the same. Oh, I thought is the best thing to happen. Okay, nothing spells cancer like that. You never know. What if they got along well and it surprised the hell out of you? I'll tell you, Deangelo not getting thrown off Carolina last year surprised the hell out of me. But considering they let him go that quickly, I don't think he made friends there. Lucas, not watching the World Juniors. No, I don't know where to watch it. I don't have anywhere to watch it. So
I do know Joshua was lighting it up.
Yeah. I saw he had an assist. That's all on the second goal. I don't know what else he's got.
I think he has a couple of goals too, if I'm not mistaken. But he's playing pretty well.
Well, not unless it's what's the score now?
Well, no, I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about previous games. I'll tell you what the score is now, though.
Not too many previous games. This tournament started yesterday, so.
They're playing Latvia, I think.
Latvia, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking to find something where I was, actually. Whoever signs Kessel will probably give him a lifetime supply of hot dogs. That's the signing bonus. He's going to get a year's supply of hot dogs every year on the anniversary of the signing. But the league can take action if they did not know he was hurt. They could.
I can tell you the U.S. won 5-1 over Germany.
Yeah, who cares?
I care, Rick.
Quebec City could have a team. Well, but even then, right? Are you talking about for baseball? Yeah, I don't know. Would baseball sell in Quebec City? Don't know. Scores 4-2. Ottawa and Red Wings easily two of the most improved teams this season. Red Wing. I mentioned this earlier in the off season. I'll say, yeah, I think Detroit is going to be. I think Detroit's got a good shot to probably to replace Florida if only Florida drops out, and then I think Ottawa could be a team that knocks Toronto out of the playoffs. That would be really great. Chicago may as well be an AHL team. Yeah, they're definitely trying to do what Montreal did this year, right? Finish last and then get that first overall pick. It seems that they really would like to do that. JFed, from what I understand, the seats are pretty much empty because people are kind of boycotting because of Hockey Canada and all the shit going on there. And they want a complete turnover, not just the president that they changed. He resigned and they changed him, whatever. They want more than that.
5-2 Canada right now.
5-2 Canada. Surprise Canada.
Yeah, Wah just has the 1 assist. Connor Bedard has a goal and an assist. It's a dude named Ridley Gregg has a goal and like 3 assists. It's 4:37 left to go in the third.
Yeah, they're going to win. All right. We need some more questions. I need questions. Lucas, surprise Canada's being allowed into the tournament. With everything going on, honestly, isn't Russia banned? But Canada's hosting, so it's either cancel it again, because this is from the tournament that was canceled earlier this year, wasn't it? It was canceled or postponed till now?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, they can't they can't. They'd have to move it somewhere else. Can't have it hosted in Canada and not allowed Canada.
Player on Team USA. His name is Red Savage.
Red Savage.
That's a funny name.
That should be the team name. That's what they should change the Washington Redskins to. The Washington Red Savages. Think that would go over better? It's a joke, people. Okay, don't cancel me out. It's just a joke.
There's another Hughes? There's a Luke Hughes. How many Hughes is there going to be in the damn
Luke
NHL?
Hughes is Quinn Hughes' brother.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's going to be a lot of Hugheses in the NHL in a couple of years.
Yeah. And that's right. It's Jack, Quinn, and Luke. And there's going to be another Jack Hughes. I would imagine. We don't know if he'll make it, but I don't know if there's any others. Playoff team predictions. What are you talking about? Playoff, like the tournament here, or you mean for this season coming up? A little early for that? No. Do you think Logan Mailloux will play in Laval this year? No. Oh God, no. He's going to play in the OHL. I think even he'll be an overager because his development is off. He needs to catch up. Yeah, I know. Everybody talking about there's people talking about Mailloux making it this year to the Habs. Like how? It's not happening. He's a good 2 years, or at the earliest, in my opinion, away. You meant OHL for Logan? Wait. OHI. No, I knew what you meant. I know you didn't mean OHI. Need some hot takes. Oh, I don't have any prepared. Sorry. You got any hot takes, Matt? No.
No.
I take it that's a no. JFed says the GM's kid won't make it. I don't think that's fair to judge before he's even played a game after the draft just happened. So I don't think that's fair to judge. Will he be a star in the NHL? I kind of doubt that, but he could still be a really good NHL player. We'll see what happens. He's not big. That's got to go against him. We'll see what happens. J-Fed, yeah, Mayu going back to London for sure. Serena just got knocked out of the Canadian Open? Wow.
She's retiring, I think, soon, too.
Yeah, she is. But she got knocked out of the Canadian Open. That's pretty sad for her. I don't follow tennis much at all. Okay, who did I miss here? Come on, guys. We need some questions. Questions. Thumbs up if you're having a good time. Subscribe if you haven't already. And, hey, give us a question or say something so we can comment on it. Because we got nothing. We got nothing here. It's quiet. It's really quiet for Montreal. There were some birthdays that I didn't write down. Stuff like that. That's about it. So it's really quiet right now. What other moves do you think need to be made before preseason? They need a little bit more depth on the blue line. And they got to move at least one of the wingers out. At least one, I would say 2 would be best. I don't think you're going to see anybody of any big names coming back in if they make trades. But you got to move some of that money out. So, yeah, that's what I think will happen. But for specifics, I don't know. There's the Mike Hoffman rumors are starting to heat up now. Now that Pacioretty is out for the season, we know that now. Yeah, there's some good rumors for Carolina trading for Hoffman. I heard either it's a second or a third round pick would come our way.
Wouldn't be too bad. It's not a bad return for Hoffman.
I take it.
Free up that $4.5 million.
Yeah, I mean that would really be good. And I still have to believe the reason we haven't seen a new contract yet for Kirby Dach is only that they don't have the cap and they don't want to go over the cap. I don't know the reason that would be behind that, not wanting, because they could just sign them and go over the cap. Right now, it's not a problem. But there must be a reason for that they don't want to do it. So what I have seen out there, it seems like people that are worried that they might not sign Dach or there'll be an offer sheet on Dach, don't worry about that. They have an agreement in principle. I don't think there's anything to worry about whether they're going to sign him or not. They're just waiting to have the money. Oh, Lucas, he'll be here to start the season. Listen, Paul Byron will be out. That's all, like almost guaranteed. Paul Byron will be out. So they put him on the LTIR, and they sign Dach, and then it kicks the can down the road at that point, and hopefully they solve it a little later on. Hell, just find somebody to take Armia for futures. That'd be good. Buy out Drouin? No, I don't think there's going to be any buying out. I don't think so. Because in a way, that's almost like saying, like trading him and retaining salary because of the first-year penalty for the buyout. And I don't think they want to do anything like that. So, JFed does not believe Dach is good. Can you give some reasons why you think Dach is not good? I think Dach's going to be pretty damn good here. Beba, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying, right? They have that agreement in principle. As soon as the money's there, they'll sit down, they'll sign, and it'll be official at that point. I'm just wondering what the reason might be that they don't want to sign him before freeing up the cap space. But there must be a reason for it. Canada just won 5-2. So, Matt, what do you think? You think your Americans are going to get to the gold medal game here?
I honestly really don't think there's, besides Canada and the U.S., I mean, I have to look at the teams, but I mean, I don't see why there wouldn't be another matchup like that for the gold.
I know Finland's in our pool, so and
Finland, I think will take bronze. Finland will be in medal contention.
Finland's
one of those three teams that I think end up on the podium.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure who's in the American on the other side there with the U.S.
Right now.
Dak has never scored just a big body overrated. Okay, but you realize he's had 3 seasons, 2 of which have been heavily injured. Broken forearm, I believe, on one of them. What are you expecting? He's 21. He's 21 years old. So, well, it's okay. You're allowed to think that he's overrated. I mean, it's your opinion. You're allowed. Anyway, he'll prove it. He'll prove he's worth it, or he prove that he's not.
So Group A, Finland, Czechia, Slovakia, Latvia, Canada. Group B, United States, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany, Austria.
Okay. Got Sweden in there. Yeah, the U.S. should come out of there. They should.
I mean, it should be the U.S. I mean,
it should.
Like, it should be the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah, it should be. But well, on the other side, I don't know if you can't write Finland out.
Yeah, that's true. Finland's good.
Yeah.
And apparently the Slovaks have a lot of. Apparently the Slovaks know a thing or two about building a hockey team now.
Yeah, true. But so Lucas asked if Slavkovsky playing in the tournament. No. Slavkovsky and Mesha are both not playing in the tournament for Slovakia. Dak's stats in junior, I don't have them in front of me, so I cannot do that. I mean, he was picked 3rd overall, I think, for a reason. I don't think he was bad. So I know the stuff I've seen, the highlights. I mean, he looks like he can be really damn good. So. Hey, Scorchy, have a good night. Thanks for being here. Eh?
The U.S. and Canada are in the gold medal match. I'll have to find a way for you to stream it so we can go live.
Yeah. I don't see how.
Even though Rick will be secretly rooting for the U.S.
Yeah, not happening. No. Suzuki does not want to tank for Bedard. Are you surprised? Not at all.
Good.
Not at all. I would think to a man, the Montreal Canadiens, to a man will say, no, we don't want to do that. Why would they? Hey, Tario, how you doing? Been a while. Dak is 3rd in scoring in his draft year. Chicago played Dak top quality minutes against best opponents too soon. He needs a fresh start. I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Dak got picked 3rd overall because he had bad stats. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Oh, where was I? Don't expect Dak to score 80 points. I don't, but I think he will have a better season than he had in Chicago. Oh, yeah. If he's able to play a full year, the only thing for me that might hold him back in his first season here is that wrist injury, which is going to take, from what I understand, and you can look at Drouin. to point that out. His wrist injury, not this one, he's still recovering. The one before took him 2 seasons to get back to normal. And so you might see Dak have an okay season, and then get better over the next 2 years or 3 years. Dak was hyped up because of his size, just like Cole fell because he's short. Yeah, that's too easy an answer, Jay Fed. I don't buy that. No, I don't buy that. Bing Sports. Rick, check it out. What's that, Bing Sports? What's Bing Sports? You know, Matt?
No idea.
Like Bing the chat? No, the search engine? I don't go on Bing. So Beal, what did you mean by the way Sweden are favorites? I don't know what that means. What else did I miss? Buy it. I'm selling it. No, I'm not buying it. Sorry, not buying what you're selling there, J Fed. Sorry. Yeah, I don't. I mean, to me, that's not. I don't. That's not. Didn't happen with Dak. Are you saying that's where BL? Are you saying that's where I could watch or me and Matt could watch these games? Is that what you're saying?
I can get it on TV. I get it on NHL Network here.
Oh, okay. He says because BL says Bing Sports covers everything, even these World Juniors. So I don't know what Bing Sports is. Dak was projected to be taken in the top 10 in his draft year. Surprised Chicago took him a third. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out about this kid. They gave up a good player to get him, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm not gonna be negative about him until he give me a reason to be negative. I'll check that out there, Bill. I never heard of that before, but I'll check it out. $6 a month does not seem like a lot. Bing Sports. All right, got a note here for me to do that. It was predicted that Sweden gets gold, Finland silver, and Canada bronze, but we all know Sweden chokes in tournaments. Really, Sweden was predicted a gold. I don't know. I just wouldn't count out Finland these days because Finland just seems to always be there. Can never count out Canada or the U.S. Definitely, though, Sweden is I guess a top team in those countries that are in this tournament. And we'll see how it turns out. How many they started yesterday, but how many games are they actually in it? Because if this is a continuation, does it pick up where the other tournament got canceled, or do they restart from the beginning? I'm looking at Matt. That's what I'm looking at on the screen. He can't see me doing that, but I'm looking at him, expecting him to look up like I've got. And I don't know how he would know. Matt, do you know the answer to that?
Which question here?
Are they continuing this tournament from where they left off, or is it restarting from the beginning?
Restarted.
Okay.
Yep, completely restarted because they didn't even get through the first game. I think.
I thought they were 2 games in.
Maybe 2 games. I mean, yeah, completely restarted.
Yeah, because I thought they were 2 games in. That's why it seems weird to restart. But when you look at it and say a lot of a good bit of the players that were in that first in January, were in the tournament. Then they're not in the tournament now. Caden Gooley's one of them here. He was captain of Team Canada, not in the tournament. So the Montreal did not want him playing in this tournament because He played deep into the WHL playoffs, and they wanted him to be good and rested. That tells me they seriously think Gouli will make the team. My opinion on what that says, and I believe he'll make the team too. So, let's see. Sports Stream TV is free. I use it quite often. I use an old blocker browser. Works like a charm. Ad blocker. Excuse me. Sports Stream. So does that? Wait a second. Are you watching it like this? The tournament's on that now?
No.
On Sports Stream TV? Is the tournament's on that now? JFed, tell me yes or no. Have you guys read the article about Habs skill coach talking about Farrell? Yeah, I did. And yeah, you got to figure Sean Farrell. He's going to be on this team. As soon as he's done college, he's going to make the jump like Caulfield did. He got extremely high praise from our skills coach, Adam Nicholas. He calls him the silent assassin. He just praises Farrell. He's got his offense is more than NHL ready, apparently. This is the way he thinks the game. I mean, he's just exceptional. So I'm looking forward to seeing Sean Farrell hit this team.
Yeah. Nah, me too. Him and Joshua Waugh, honestly.
I think Waugh has a chance. Like, if he has a really good tournament here, I think Joshua Waugh has a chance to make the jump to the Habs.
I think it's definitely a possibility, yeah.
You know, I mean, I think he could do it to the Rocket, but he's not allowed. It's the rules don't allow it at 18 for him to do that. But I think he has a shot to make the Habs this year. But he'll only stick if they feel he's going to play enough games and play regularly. Otherwise, he's not going to stick. And it doesn't make sense to keep him here not playing regularly. So if they feel he's the best bet on right wing, on a top two line, he's better than the other guys, then he'll make it. I don't really feel that'll happen. I don't. But you never know.
Yeah.
Canada's best defenseman is Owen Power. Isn't playing either. That's Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't want him to play because they don't want him to be tired, I guess. These guys have played in their draft years and shit, and they play a lot of freaking hockey. So
they do, yeah.
More so than any other years in their careers up to that point, and more than likely after that point as well.
Mm-hmm.
Baby says, I still stick with Gouli and Barron being a pair. They got a pair, that's for sure. They could be. I don't know. The thing is, I don't see Chris Weidman as a second pairing defenseman all year long. I don't see that being the case. Being a top four guy with that kind of minutes, and I just don't see that. So I think Barron's going to really be given a shot to play second pairing defenseman unless they bring in somebody else. But think about this. 6 guys on defense, that's 5 plus 1. 6 guys on defense. If they want to play the kids a lot, right? They're not leaving one spot open. They've got 4 veterans right now in that defensive, the 3 units. They're not. I don't see them bringing in another veteran. I think there's only one spot they've got 3 guys, Harris, Barron, Gouli, that are probably going to play rotate time, I guess, or something like that. So I don't know. I think Barron has a good shot to play second pairing D because there's not a lot on the right side. There's not a lot on the right side. You got them, Savard, Gooley, no, Savard, Barron, and Weidman, right? And other than that, you got Sheneman and Otto Leskinen that play both sides. So you got a lot more on the left than on the right. So I think he's going to get a really good opportunity this year, Barron. That was probably 5 minutes of me talking. I could have done that in 30 seconds. BL says Roy will be back in the queue next year. Yeah, I think he will be too. I don't know that I bet on it, but I would definitely think that, yeah, that's probably how it's going to work out. Mr. Bocephus. Hey, Rick, I have a prediction. Habs make blockbuster trade with the Flames and acquire Huberdeau. Nope. And Price is ready to go and stands on his head, and they finish second in the East, then win the Cup. No, Huberdeau not coming here. Not coming here. And with that contract, I don't want him here. Not at that money. That contract will look good for 2 to 4 years. After that, that's not going to look good, that contract. That's going to be a big burden, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to win the Cup in the next 4 years, in my opinion, for that signing to be worth it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Four young D need to rotate to have a chance to make it long term. Gooley, Barron, Jackeye, and Harris. Yeah, Arbor's going to play in Laval, in my opinion. He was I didn't know this, just found that out. He was an overager in the OHL last season. I don't know that he's ready yet for the NHL full time. With the guys that might be ahead of him, I think it's Laval for Jackeye this year. Maybe, there's injuries and maybe he makes an appearance here and there. And plus they'll give him a few games, but I don't think more than that this year for him.
Agreed.
Baby says that contract is good at most 4 or 5 years, then Calgary are big losers. That's the Huberdeau contract. Yeah. If he was 26, different story. Right? If it didn't end at 34, but I mean, 4 years in, he's going to be on the verge of 34. And he's got 4 more years on the contract. I don't know. I'll be surprised if Huberdeau is producing these kind of numbers that he is now when he's at 33 or 34. I don't think so. BL, Mr. Bocephus is allowed to make that kind of a prediction because that's how he feels. I make stupid. It's not to say his was stupid, by the way, but I make stupid kind of hot takes. I'm allowed. So why is not Mr. Bocephus? I don't think he's right there, though, but and I don't think it's funny. I think he really believes that. Right, Mr. Bocephus? Or are you just trying to make a hot take for the fun of it? BL says, Matt, Bruins fans must be happy with Bergeron and Krejci giving big hometown discounts.
Well, yeah. They weren't going to really get much more money than that because Bruins couldn't afford it. But, I still think this is probably their last year.
Barely. It's barely. Their window is almost closed, but yeah, it's still open a little bit.
But I think after this year, if they can't get it done, because Krejci and Bergeron's contracts both only 1 year, so I think this is it. If they can't get it done this year, I think that's it.
Yeah, their window's going to be closed, I think. Arbor can surprise you at camp then, like he did at his tryout. I'm not counting him out just yet. I'm not counting him out completely, of course. I just think he'll play in Laval. Hey, Joel. Hey, how's it going? Currently in Sarasota, Florida with my family. Wouldn't want to miss a moment. So it's 93 outside and cool everywhere inside. Don't be surprised if Slavkovsky plays mostly AHL hockey this coming season. I wouldn't be surprised because if you watch my lineup prediction that I did, I gave the opening night roster, my prediction, and he was not on it. So it's just a gut feeling, and I don't want it to be that. I want Slavkovsky actually to start, plays first 9 games, and then go from there. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if that happens. They might want not to rush him at all, and yeah, just maybe unless he has like just a camp where you can't hold him back, he's going to play in Laval. Like they might want to do that for a reason, like so they don't rush him. You got to be careful with this kid, man. They can't ruin this kid, eh?
They can't. They can't afford to.
No, I just think of it. If for Hughes and Gordon, they ruin this kid, they're done here. So, yeah, it wouldn't shock me if Slavkovsky plays in Laval mostly. Stan the Man says in one preseason game, I hope the Habs play Gooley and Jack-Eye together. It would be scary for opposing forwards. That could happen in preseason, yeah. That could happen. I want to say didn't last training camp, didn't Jack-Eye impress and he stayed longer because of it? So I wouldn't expect him to be an early cut. So yeah, that literally could happen. I'm not sure of the teams. I'm trying to think who they're playing.
Rick?
Yeah.
Remember you just said a second ago that you didn't have Slavkovsky on your opening night roster?
Yeah. I can't see it.
Who's the name up in the top corner there, opposite Nick Suzuki?
Oh, I thought I didn't have him on my opening night roster.
Oh, do you have him on the first line?
I do.
Suzuki and Caulfield, yeah. Slav, Suzuki, Caulfield, Dadnov, Dvorak.
And it says opening night roster. I think, yeah.
Yeah, right before you put that up, you said, this is what I think it'll be on opening night against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Good drugs.
Because I just watched that video before I got on here, and when you said that, I was like, no,
I have this memory.
Slav was in there.
I have this memory of the video where I said that I didn't, and I had a gut feeling. Didn't I? Or there was
you did.
There was
one
of the lineups, one of the forward lineup setups I put. I thought that was the opening night one.
Nope, opening night Slavs on the first line.
Good thing I write my own video scripts, eh? Imagine if I didn't, I wouldn't remember a damn thing.
Clearly you still
called
don't
senility.
Remember the damn thing.
It's called senility at my age. It's just senility. Let me see now. Yeah, it's not that. I don't buy into that. Where's a comment to save me from this embarrassment? None. No, none there that I haven't read yet. Matt, save me.
Let's see.
No, if you have to go, let's see, you're not saving me at all. Just to let you know, that's not saving me. I don't know. I still got nothing to talk about, really.
In one preseason game, I hope the Habs play Gooley and Jack-Eye together.
I did this one. I did this one already. I've covered everything up to now. I think we died out at 1 hour. Give it a thumbs up if you're having a good time watching us. I don't know, not know what the freaking hell we're doing. And subscribe if you haven't already. And type out something to say, even if it's just to make fun of me. We need some comments as people drop out. I really wish I had left something at the end here just in case things did go bad, but I didn't. Could have a staring contest.
No,
Why
good.
Is that? Does anybody? Is it just me? Is there a cool hockey logo up here? Or
Yeah, I put it up there.
why?
I don't know, little ad.
Yeah, but it's not. No, don't put it up there. Not. There's nowhere for them to click in the.
I know, but they can see that and comment on it, and then we can say, "Oh yeah, there's a link down in the description." You know.
Yeah, I don't. You know, it was a bad time of the year. I don't think anyone's really interested right now for this, but I think I'll be back to running those ads when we get to the preseason, because I don't think at this time of year anyone wants to be buying hockey sweaters. I like the background too, but it was just the cool hockey logo. I was wondering, when did I put that there? I don't remember. That's why. And since we were just talking about me and my memory, it had me very confused. Just to let you know. I think that people are starting to give up on Harris. Why? Why would you say that? I do not agree with that at all. And I don't know why you would say that. I really thought in his, I think it was 10 games Harris played. I was impressed with Harris in that I like the way how do I want to put it? His aggressiveness. I think that's what it is. I like the way he plays an aggressive game. He takes some chances. I don't mind that. He'll learn from them and all that stuff. I think it's good. I like Harris. Although I kind of think Harris is going to be the odd man out here and be the seventh defenseman, which I don't know if they'll do that, but might end up in Laval, because I think they've got to give Barron a shot because he's right side, and I think Gooley's going to make it. And yeah, I don't think Harris can stand in his way that way. But I don't think I'm not giving up on Harris at all.
No, I don't think anybody should.
No, we shouldn't be. No. Do I see Matheson being first pairing? I do, actually, because of I think he might be your best defenseman here right now. So with that, I think he's first pairing. Problem is, who's his partner? That's what I don't like. It's going to be more than likely it's going to be David Savard. So unless they do an Edmondson on the left, Matheson on the right, it's not his natural side, obviously, but he does play right side defense. So he's not listed that way, but he does play it. So yeah, he's first pairing. Cooley and Jackeye together. Could they play together? Yeah, I think they are both lefty. So, but Matheson's listed only as lefty, but he plays both. Some guys are listed that they play both, and some aren't. So it's hard to tell all the time who is and who isn't able to play on the right side if they're a left shot. So I wouldn't say they can't play together, because you never know. But you are right that they're both left-handed. I like Arbor. I think Arbor's going to be a good defenseman here, but I just don't think this year. Yeah, Joseph. But with this, to say get rid of, who's going to take Savard right now? He's an experienced defenseman. I mean, how you could say he did play. I want to say he played a lot better under Marty St. Louis, and he did. He played a lot better under Marty St. Louis. Let's see if St. Louis can get David Savard in line where we want to see him. Stan says Harris can stay with the club if they play with 7 defensemen. They won't be. That's a rumor I did hear out there. They won't be doing that. I don't think Harris sticks around to be the 7th, but Harris has all those he's waiver exempt, so he can go up and down. All of them will be able to. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them rotate in and out of the lineup a little bit. That way everybody gets a shot, everybody gets experience, everybody gets some time. Makes sense to me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Thing I don't like is that David Savardo is going to be your top pairing guy. I don't see a way around it unless they bring in somebody else, and then that screws up for the kids getting enough time to play. So I think any right side D with experience that they are hoping to bring in because they've talked about it. I don't think it's going to be a guy that's going to play all the time. Like I just don't think that's the way it's going to be. And you can even see Weidman. I know didn't play every single game last year. I know he had 1 or 2 injuries, but he missed some games because of the matchup. So they'll juggle things around, and I think it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Faye, yeah, Laval should be better this year. You'd think. I think they're getting an upgrade in a lot of the players. So, and if Primo has a good season, maybe he takes them all the way to the finals this time and wins it. They did pretty good last year.
Mm. What do you think of Trouba being named captain of the Rangers?
Hate it. Absolutely freaking hate that they named their most dirtiest player, a guy that's a headhunter that leads with his elbow into people's heads at full speed, and they named him captain. I don't like that at all. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't know who else would they've gone with.
Zabinajad.
Spinach. I would have liked
Panarin.
Spinach.
Panarin, someone like
I
that
think
would have been better.
would have been a good.
I
shot.
would think that's the first that I thought of is why not Sabinajad? That doesn't. I don't know. To me, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Joel, wait a second. Okay, you repeated that. Thanks. No, thanks. I appreciate that. Not surprised if after 9 games, Slav were sent down to Laval for seasoning. Yeah, I'm gonna cough again for some reason. Yeah, I think once he gets to 9 games, I mean, we'll know. I think by 9 games, we'll know if he's ready or not. And they're going to make that judgment by then. So I'm going to say for me, 50-50. He could stay, he can go. I tend to think if he's not excelling in those 9 games, he goes to Laval. So if there's any kind of struggling at all, I think don't rush him and send him to Laval. Don't ruin him. So that's what I think. Faye says, do you think Kadri will end up with the Islanders? I don't really care personally, but yeah, I mean, that seems to be the big rumor. Seems to be. The other day it was imminent, and then nothing happened, so I don't know. Rory, very good point. Why didn't they give the Rangers give that captain to Adam Fox? Clearly, future of the Rangers. That to me is much better choice than Trouba. I imagine they gave it to Trouba because of his age. I mean, he's a little older, more experienced. I just think it's a bad look to name a player like that as your captain. That's all. That's what I think. I've never disliked Trouba before this, but I mean, he's really causing some damage with that elbow of his.
Yeah.
And it's the way he comes up on his checks, right? He hits a guy, goes in low, but he comes up with that elbow at the last second, kind of, and that does all the damage, and I don't like that. Same old tired question. When will the CH announce the new captain? It's either going to be beginning of training camp, middle of training camp, or at the end of training camp. And this could be a possibility, opening night. Are we in New York? No, are we in Montreal or in Toronto? I think they're in Toronto though. One of those, and you name him captain. I think it'll be Nick Suzuki, and yeah, that's what I expect. I don't think they're gonna name him captain like now when there's no fanfare, there's no excitement, I don't think they're gonna do that. So I expect it in camp.
Ooh,
At the end. When they break camp to start the season, they make the announcement of Nick Suzuki or the day of the first game. So they're starting the season on the 11th. I think Montreal's first game is 12th of October. So there you go. There's my date, 12th of October. Okay, one little more realistic prediction. Caulfield will sign an extension soon. 7x7. Yeah. I disagree in the 7. I think it'll be 8 times 7. There's no reason for them not to sign him to the full. They're allowed 8 because he's an existing Habs player. I think 7. I had said 7.25 as the AAV in my video about it. So I don't think they wait too long. But I think you wait till the start of the season just to make sure it's not a fluke. The question is still there because of the start of the last season under Ducharme, where he was no good. It just leaves the door open for those questions. I think they have to be answered. They will be answered by Caulfield. If I'm Caulfield, I don't want to sign yet because if I have a hot start to the season, that ups my contract. So, I think somewhere in December, definitely by the trade deadline, he'll be signed up. What do you think on that one, Matt?
One more time. What was it?
We gotta get Matt up to speed now. No, prediction on Caulfield's extension. When and how much and how many years?
God, I don't really know when, but I am really feeling probably 8x7.5 ish.
Yeah, I'm at 7.25, but somewhere in that ballpark.
Somewhere in that range, yeah. 7 to 7.5.
I think Nick gets at least an extra 500,000 for his two-way game that Cole does not possess. So I don't think he gets as much as Nick.
And Nick's also going to be the captain.
And Nick's going to be the captain. I think 7 to 7.25 for Caulfield. That's what I think. And I think he doesn't want to sign till after the season starts.
Yeah, maybe give it like a month. And then
because I think Montreal would want around a month in. If I'm Caulfield, I'd probably wait a little longer than that even. Although he takes the risk of getting hurt. That in a way that, maybe
knock on wood that he doesn't get hurt.
I know, but he takes that risk of a serious injury that could affect any the money and the term on a contract. So there's got to be a balance there. But if I'm Caulfield, I wait a little bit, and if I'm Habs, I wait a little bit just to confirm that the beginning of last season was a fluke. Was the coach, not Caulfield's fault. The Leafs should have given the C to Matthews over Tavares. The Leafs should have given Matthews over to the police, and he should be in jail. But that's me. Maybe he shouldn't be in jail for what he did, but he's a piece of shit. But anyway, you know what? I'm not a big fan of either of those, but John Tavares has more balls than Matthews does. So, no, I don't agree with that. And we know Matthews has no balls because he said last playoffs that last game, I think was the last game, that he's going to play with his balls out. I didn't see any balls. So, I don't know that he has any. He plays like he doesn't. So, Rory says an interim captain type deal, couple more years, and surely it'll go to Adam Fox eventually in New York. I don't think it's an interim captain with Trouba. Not on purpose, anyway. Joseph, I watched a little of the Colorado. No, I saw Colorado there of the Canada Latvia game. Bedard and Roy didn't impress, but then again, it was one game. I saw Bedard's goal to open up the game. Was a really impressive goal. I got to tell you, that was not an easy goal to score. The way he pulled the puck in, changed the lane, went through the defenseman's legs on his off foot, got a good shot off, and you could see the stick bend in slow motion. So he got a good, strong shot off and beat the goalie. The way he used the way at the last second he used that defenseman as a screen like that, that's amazing skill. The rest of the game, I don't know, but that was impressive. Renegade Man says Caulfield will probably score 35 to 40 goals this season. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think he could do more, but I don't know going into the season that I want to say, yeah, he's going to get 50 goals. I don't know. But I think 35 to 40 is a good start. I think considering what he got in 37 games under Marty, at the end of the season, 35 goals should be, not saying easy, but that should, like 35 goals should be, yeah, he should get at least that. You know? So, and considering he's going to have a better cast around him, potentially a better winger or more consistent winger on the other side. Yeah, I think. And then if Dak comes in and has a good season, it doesn't have to be spectacular, but a good season, that really makes a difference for the first line because now you can't key on them, right? So the balance is different. And yeah. So yeah, I think Caulfield, yeah. I think I said 35 to 45 in my prediction, but that's close enough. Rory says, I think Caulfield is willing to take a deal more in the team-friendly side like Suzuki did. Yeah, well, I think so too. And they're not. I don't think they're going to pay Cole Caulfield more than Nick Suzuki. To me, at the most that'll get is exactly what Nick gets. I don't think they'll go over that, but I don't think they'll even get up to it. And plus, it'll allow them to be able to build a team by not overpaying these guys.
This is true.
Faye, I wonder if you are at least somewhat of a Leafs fan, saying Matthews will get to see when he will renew his contract. I'm going to only ask this. For what team, though? It won't be Toronto, because saying he's going to renew that contract in Toronto, I think that's fantasy. If you're a Leafs fan, he's not doing that. I think he's bolting to the States the second he gets the opportunity, which is 2 more seasons. So which team are you saying that about, Faye? Joseph says in Arizona. Just announced Leafs have a new captain in Matt Murray. Well, he is definitely the oldest looking one. Although I saw a picture of him yesterday where he didn't look as old. He looked more to his age. So I don't know, was he out like on a bender the night before that picture where he looks like he's 60 was taken? Because it doesn't look like the same guy. But Matt Murray's not the captain because goalies, I don't think they make goalies captains anymore. Andrew Hammond just signed a PTO with the Panthers. Okay. Happy Nation. Hey, Happy Nation. How you doing? You can stay silent if you like. No worries. Yeah, Renegade Man. Yeah, I think Matthews will go to the States because of the less taxes. and a lot easier to get away with pulling your pants down and threatening women. So I think he likes that. And yeah, whatever state has the least punishment for sex offenders, he's going there.
So the South.
So what?
So the South.
The South, yeah, definitely going to Carolina. Or Florida, I guess, too. Last goalie captain was Roberto Luongo for Vancouver. That's the last one I remember. They didn't make a rule about goalies being captain, did they? Or
I don't know.
Just doesn't work out in general.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see a goalie as captain again. J-Fed, yeah, he'll hold them off all season, not sign, and bolt as soon as he's able. Matthews is better off staying in Canada? Yeah, I don't know about that. Given Hockey Canada's situation? I don't see how you put that together. Sorry. But he won't stay. He's American. He's going to want to go back home and pay as little taxes as possible and stuff like that. I think he's gonna bolt. I was only joking about the sex offender. Not really, but that's not going to be part of his picking of a state. Because if it is, well, wouldn't shock me though. Maple Leafs won't be able to afford Matthews. That's also true with the other big contracts. And he'll probably use that as an excuse, right? Price himself off the Leafs. Well, they can't afford me, so I'm leaving. Because he wouldn't have the balls to say that, I just want to go back home. How are we doing on time? Oh, another 8 minutes to go. And we're out of comments. Not bad. You know, the big scandal where Canada specifically paying people to not say anything about being harassed sexually was a big joke. Was a joke, though. Yep. Canada, come for the hockey, stay for the rape. Eh? What? It's not in the thumbnail. We're good.
No, I know.
And listen, it was fair. I almost regret I listened to you on that. Why? Because that is fair satire for that situation.
I know.
But we live in a cancel culture world, so you can't take chances. I know. Imagine Leafs fans I wonder what they're going to say about Matthews if he disappoints them, which he will, and leaves in 2 years. What do you think? You think they'll turn on him?
Who knows? Might have to wait and see.
They will.
So, I mean, a lot of them definitely will.
They will for sure. Leafs fans hope Caulfield would do the same. No, he won't though. But the Habs will lock him until he is a UFA. I think Caulfield is already loving Montreal and everything about being a Montreal Canadian. Mm-hmm. And, a lot of players, I would say most hockey players, if they got the opportunity to win a cup with Montreal, would want to do that because of the tradition here and all that stuff. They'd want to be part of all that history. So Caulfield's here. He's got a good chance. He's got his best friend now, Nick. They're going to put up tons of points together. I think he's staying, no doubt. And he's not going to say, "Oh, well, I'll sign for 5 years." He'll sign the 8 years, my opinion. Okay. Habby Nation was offended by come Canada, stay for the hockey. No, come for the hockey, stay for the rape, eh? I think that offended him. Uh, Keith Green. Hey, Keith. I know it's your show, but why? No, don't do that with me. It's my show. They will boo him every time he touches the ice if he does leave. That's cool. The fans will not turn on Matthews if he leaves. They sure as hell will. I see too many jerseys with his name on it here in Toronto. They will turn on him. Watch and see, because it'll happen. Habby Nation surprised at what? It's true what I said. A lot of Matthews jerseys will be burned. Yep, if that happens. Toronto will declare martial law. Only thing that offends Habby Nation is losing. That's what I thought. That's why I'm surprised you put up the WTF. They probably said that about Tavares when he left the Islanders. What? Well, the fans hate Tavares, don't they, over there? I think the fans hate him for doing that. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing will happen in Toronto, even worse. All right. 4 more minutes to go. Yeah, I'd burn Matthews' jersey now if I had one. I don't have to wait 2 years to do that.
You know what's funny? When I was in Quebec City, I almost bought a Matthews jersey, but I thought better of it.
Well, it's kind of a good thing because, you wouldn't be on this show. No.
I went with my Fleury jersey for the Golden Knights instead.
One of the qualifying things is you cannot own a Matthews jersey. And depending on the results of the investigation for the 2003 rape tournament, you might be saying that about the Fleury jersey. Although I really hope he's not. Like I don't want to see any of the big names be any of the guys that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case. Anyway, we'll find out eventually, or we won't. There'll be a massive jersey burning ceremony in Toronto. They'll have a I hate Austin Matthews Day. Come burn his jersey. He turned on us and left. That's what's going to happen, though. I'd be shocked as hell.
I think the only piece of Leafs memorabilia I have is a game puck because I'm trying to collect all the original 6. I'm gonna make a nice frame.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. You're okay.
Right now, I got the Canadiens and the Leafs.
Have I ever had anything Toronto Maple Leafs? Nothing. I don't think I've ever owned. And if somebody tried to give me something Toronto Maple Leafs, no. It's worth $5,000. No, not worth a cent to me.
Joe, I don't want to waste $200 on a Matthews jersey.
No. Habby Nation, who did what twice? Not a fan of the legs, and I respect your take on Matthews, but he's a special player regardless. I would take him on the team in a minute, but that's just me. Do I feel Austin Matthews is a special player? I did up until I heard about what he did. After that, no. Nope. Can't have respect for. I'm not going to look up to or idolize or anything like that when I know that about a player. And that'll be like, even if it was, I used to talk about Bobby Orr a lot more. He came out for the Republicans and for Trump. I stopped talking about him in general. It's like that. So, nope, I don't have any respect for that guy. I don't care how talented he is. I don't care. If anything, it means you should be more of a decent person than less of one. Because Hockey Canada paid off one guy's thing no, they paid off one person of the 2 times that they're investigating now. They paid off one of the girls. I think it was the one in 2018. They paid her off. But I could be wrong. It could be the one in 2003. Apparently, anyways, they paid out 48 or 46 times. They paid out for those kind of claims. So, yeah. Paid off one guy's transgress. It was 6 to 8 players in 2003, and I believe it was 8 players in 2018, something like that. Rory, if we're still talking about Austin Matthews, I do not have to admire the talent. No, you just look at that guy's face, and he's got a face that really irks me, I guess. I don't know. Is that fair on him? I don't know. So, no, I won't give in on Austin Matthews. I just won't. I won't, God damn it. I like seeing the Leafs jerseys thrown on the ice. Me too. And burning. I like that. Oh, they tried to charge one guy they caught throwing the jerseys on the ice. And okay, I got it. Hey, second owner. Been a while. How's it going? Which of the latest management moves do you think will pay off the quickest? Kirby Dach, I guess. I'm trying to think of all the moves they made this year.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't consider the draft of Slavkovsky a move because that's a draft pick. I don't consider that. So, yeah, Kirby Dach for me.
I don't know. Maybe Dadonov if he puts up 20 plus.
Maybe nice. Dadonov. Yeah, if he sticks around too.
Yeah.
Rory, there you go. I can agree with you on that. Everyone has their own opinions, man. I respect it. I respect you. If you want to like Matthews, go ahead and do it. I won't. That's all. That's what I'm saying. All right. We just went 2 minutes past time, so we're going to take off in a minute. Justin Barron is a big acquisition, yes, of the new management regime. That's true. I'll agree with you on that. Yeah, I like that pickup, and I think that's going to – I mean, I think he's going to be here for a long time and be just a staple on that defense. So, yeah, I'll agree with you there. And that's it. Okay, we're going to take off because it's over an hour and a half, and I got to have supper, as always. So I'm going to be here doing a video tomorrow. So there should be a video out. I don't know what it's going to be, though. I have not decided. Should be a video out tomorrow. I'm home all day, specifically for that reason. Back on Saturday for Saturday Hockey Talk. And I think that's it because it's so slow right now. It's hard to tell what's going to happen and all that. So if something breaks, if there's a trade or whatever, I'll be on that. Definitely. And basically that's about it for the night. So I'm Rick. That's Matt, and we're here to say good night. Thanks for being here, everybody. I don't know what I was doing. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Ciao, everybody. Go Habs, go.